I can't believe I'm climbing on these rocks like this. Whoa. Good morning. So, back in the woods from the drive-in. Trail Angel Jess just dropped us off. She is so sweet and talented, and she has these adorable kids. The the water was shut off at the drive-in movie theater this morning, so I had to walk down to the grocery store to get water. So I washed out a couple things in their sink, and that's now drying on my pack. And then I took my knock bag and filled it in the sink in the bathroom. I felt a little funny, doing my laundry there at the ShopRite. I did it fast because I didn't want, anybody to come in and see me and report me to the manager or something like that. But it's funny, it's just funny what you resort to out here and what you have to do. It's very different from life at home off trail. I've had a lot of fun the last few days, sleeping in hostels like Mosey's and Sola, and then, staying at the drive-in with a bunch of other hikers. I mean, it was definitely cool, and I love meeting everybody. And I even hiked with someone for the past couple days, and I prefer to hike alone. But it was fun. But right now, my social battery is pretty much drained. I need to just be alone for a while. So I'm hiking just nice and easy today, and I'm gonna get where I'm gonna get, and I'm not gonna worry about anybody else. Just spend some time alone in the woods. What a cool spot. This is interesting. I gotta go up. This is a first for me. Haven't seen a snake colored this way yet. So I just went around him. I know he could feel the vibrations from my trekking pole and stuff, but he really wasn't scared. So just went around him. Oh, now he's gonna move. Bye, little guy. Some really pretty coloring, isn't it? I'm minutes away from crossing out of New Jersey and into New York. I think this time for good. We had been skipping back and forth on the border a bit before. I don't know if there'll be a sign, but that means I've done Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, and New Jersey. So 3 states down, 11 states to go. Kind of sounds like a lot, doesn't it? There we go. There you have it. I'm in New York. I like how purple this rock looks. It's all like kind of a dusky lavender with this like sage moss on it. Just came down a rock scramble that would have scared the crap out of me just like 3 weeks ago. It was definitely 2 handholds and faith with the feet. But anyway, got down that, and let me turn this around because it just looks like I'm walking into a different part of the AT now. New York is making me really miss New Jersey. I loved New Jersey. Okay, I have to go up here. You see that blaze up there? Let's see if I can zoom in. There, above that log. See? That's where I have to get to. Are you serious right now? You see that? A ladder. I did it. Oh, but I'm not done. I did it. I did it. I did it. I climbed up here. Look at this. It doesn't look like much on camera, but you're just gonna have to trust me that that was a lot for me. There's a lot of these to go up today. See that blaze over there? Up and over. Okay, so I know I've been complaining, but I actually have to admit this. I stowed both of my poles and just did this, you know, with like both hands and my feet, and it was kind of fun. It reminded me of being a kid and climbing the rocks, like the ledges in Hinckley. Like, I don't know, I feel like I just like being able to touch the rocks with my hands, and I feel a lot safer than I do when I'm using the trekking poles. So it was actually a little fun. I don't know if fun is the right word, but I'm like really surprised that I was strong enough to do it. Like, I'm excited that I can do it. That doesn't necessarily mean that I like want to do it. I'm just really glad that I can. A guy just came through with a dog. How do you suppose a dog is gonna get down that rebar ladder? Like, maybe there's an alternate way that a dog can find, and they have a low center of gravity. I don't think I'd want to bring my dog out here. Not that I have a dog. I don't. I hope these rocks end before the rain hits. There's this blowdown I just went over. It's like a old pine tree. I was slowing down because, see, it's got like spikes to get you. And I happened to notice on this root, there's metal. That's metal, rusted metal wrapped around the root. Just thought it was interesting. This whole day has been nothing but like hand over fist rock scrambles. And it's getting ready to rain. And I hope to get off these rocks before that happens, but it's not looking like it's gonna go in my favor this time. Gotta wrap this day up while there's still some daylight. So I went 9.5 miles today. I wanted to do 12, but you saw the terrain with the rock scrambles. It just slowed me down. So what I forgot to take a picture of was I made it to the, excuse me, pardon me, I think it's the Bellevale Dairy Creamery. It was an ice cream shop. I was really hoping they'd have food besides ice cream, but they didn't. So I had a milkshake for dinner, but it was very good because I was able to use them as a water source. I have water so that I can dry camp tonight. So Slug is stealth camping with me. He is in his hammock and I'm in my tent. We're not far at all from the creamery. We're really not supposed to, I mean, we're in the woods, you know, off the AT. I don't think we're really supposed to camp here, but there's really nothing we could do about it. It would have been another 3 miles to a shelter, and it was starting to get dark and it was starting to rain, and yeah, so we got our shelters up before the rain started, And I never did get rained on today. Whew, it sure seemed like it was gonna rain. I was trying to get off those rocks. And, sorry. So tired. And, I was like hightailing it for the creamery because I wanted to get there and meet up with Slug and stealth camp with him. So, yeah, like those last 2 miles, oh my gosh, I was just like, yeah, I don't think I've ever gone that fast with a pack on. So, I don't know, maybe I'm finally starting to get some trail legs. Well, anyways, as you can see, it's getting really dark, and I have no idea what we're gonna do. I have no idea what we're gonna do tomorrow, because we're not very far away from the first shelter, but the next shelter is closed for aggressive bear activity. So I don't know where we're gonna go. I don't know where we're gonna camp, but that's for tomorrow. Good night. All right, this is the view from the creamery. I guess it's gonna be another fun day. See the white blaze? Gotta get over that. Holy shit, I did it. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm climbing on these rocks like this. Whoa. Oh my gosh, I think it's time to put the phone away. I just met Pale Moon. She's from New Hampshire. She told me that if I could do the rocks from yesterday and today, that I will have no trouble with New Hampshire. She said it's a little like that, but she said there's often rebar or steps carved out of the rock, or even like wooden steps bolted in. So that was so nice to hear, because you know, that's just been this great big question in my head, like whether I was going to be able to do it or not. And people are already talking about it on the trail, you know, the hikers and stuff. But I know I told you all before I wasn't going to carry other people's fears in my head, because I have enough of my own. So I think I'm going to stop worrying about New Hampshire, which is probably good, because I'm still in New York. And now we gotta go up these stone steps. I just startled a turkey vulture. It was off trail, down on the ground, and I said something out loud and it took off flying and kind of startled me. I wasn't expecting to see such a large bird that close. So me and Slug were wondering if there was, you know, something dead over there it was eating. We couldn't see anything, but then the breeze picked up and boy, we sure smelled something dead. So today's lesson is be grateful for turkey vultures and all the other scavengers who help clean up the world. Good morning. So I forgot to film it yesterday, but yesterday from the trail, Slug and I got an Uber and we came into the Tuxedo Motel. It was only like a $12 Uber ride. I'd never done Uber before. Let's see, I think we're in Southfields, New York. So this, let me turn it around. It's still a lovely little spot. Sal is the owner and he is super duper nice and he loves hikers, and he did our laundry for us in his industrial washing machine, so that was great, and hand delivered it to our door, just as sweet and as nice as could be. Over there there's some barbecue grills and picnic tables. We're very sad there is no diner within walking distance for our breakfast needs this morning, but we did get Chinese food delivered last night, and pizza also delivers here. And the pizza place has like an extensive menu. It even has some Mexican on there. So we're not gonna starve. I'll probably walk to the gas station in a bit. So last night it was thunderstorms all night, starting at like 2 a.m. continuing, you know, throughout the wee hours of the morning. And the rain, I think, is cleared up, or should clear up in a couple of hours, but we're not going to go back to the trail today. Number one, it would be a very late start if we did, and number two, we have cliffs, I guess, ahead of us, so some more rock scrambling. There's some kind of cliff face, I've been told, that we need to you know, get up and over, and when the rocks are wet, they're slippery. There's this like green algae type stuff on them that is no problem at all when the rocks are dry, but when they're wet it gets very slick. In a lot of places these are like huge slabs of rock that you just kind of like angle down, if you can imagine that. So trusting your shoe tread, but when they're wet, you know, it's very likely you'll slip on it and slide down the rock instead. So I found an example. So you see this like moss on here, how it's puffy and it's like it's real, you know, it's like, oh, sorry, little plant guy. Okay, so when the rocks are dry, you can't, it's not puffy, it just looks like paint blotches. It's completely flat, completely dry, just looks like paint on there, no big deal. But this, now that it rained, it puffs up, it swells up, and it's like, it's moss, you know. It let me plant you back there, dude. It moves around, it's slippery, and it comes off, and you come off the rock with it. Shark fountain.
So what's that down there?
It really does keep the grounds pretty. Look at all these bushes. Walk into the gas station. They had hot breakfast sandwiches at the gas station, so score! Plus I got snacks for like 2 days worth of snacks. There's a lot of delis, I guess, coming up. So there's really no need to carry like a lot of food because I'll probably end up buying food as I walk.